trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the The Wolverines ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running to the left. Finds some fresh air. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to run it to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Makes a man miss. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a design run. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the fullback. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
When you get in the red zone, your quarterback and wide receiver have to be on the same page, and they are. Look at the out route. Look at the timing. Ball hits him, perfect placement. He walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over Clemson. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Francis. Has to throw this off his back foot. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send out the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Breaks into the open. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st down for this offense. The Longhorns perfectly happy to let him do it himself. Horns fans have seen this before. Vince Young with over 1,000 yards rushing in 2 of his 3 seasons.
I mean, he was unbelievable. Just an unbelievable physical specimen. And I think Texas fans are always looking for that next guy. Who can be the guy that can replace the Vince Young? Give me some memories like Vince Young. It's been a desert at quarterback for them for a long time. Can this be the guy with the wheels to bring Texas back?
Quickly complete. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the... Age. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Francis. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Francis. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Quick completion on the out route. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. They're going back to the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will come up here in the second half.
He's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over Clemson. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got the back over the middle. Got room at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas. On the score is the Irish Defender. 28, University of Utah, 7.
Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by
Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Francis. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to throw. It's Francis. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 15 over Clemson. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and fires complete. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a crease at the 20. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll start this drive firing. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Running to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll try the right side. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It's another first down for the offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Guys, if you want to go